Hi, I'm Gary DeGrazia Jr. And first let me say this. If you've recently lost a loved one, I am truly sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, and dealing with probate can feel overwhelming, especially when there's real estate involved. That's why in today's video, I'm going to walk you through what happens with a house in probate and what your options are as an executor, administrator, or a family member. So if you're searching for answers about selling a house in probate or just trying to understand the probate process, you have absolutely found the right video. Now, my channel's new. That's why my views are low. I'm still picking up momentum, but I've been involved in probate real estate for 20 years. So let's start with the basics. What is probate? Probate is simply the legal process of settling someone's estate after they've passed away. When there's a home involved, it usually cannot be sold until the probate court grants permission, which is done when certified letters have been issued. If you're the executor or administrator, your job is to manage the estate, and that includes making decisions about the property. It's a very important role, and while it can feel like a ton of responsibility, with the right information and with the right experienced team around you, it makes this process so much easier to handle. When a house is in probate, you generally have three main options. Option one, you keep the home, and sometimes a family member will move in, or you keep the property and you hold it as an asset. But here's the challenge. Keeping the home means someone has to take on the mortgage, or at best, if there isn't a mortgage, there's still property taxes, there's still insurance, and there's still maintenance costs. If multiple heirs are involved, there can be disagreements about who pays what and who gets to live in the home. So in many cases, this option creates more stress than it does relief. The second option is to rent the home. This allows the estate to collect rental income while you decide on a long-term plan. But renting also has downsides that you have to be aware of. You and the other heirs now become landlords. That means dealing with repairs, dealing with tenants, and vacancies. Rental income often doesn't cover all the expenses like taxes, insurance, and upkeep. And if heirs don't agree on how to handle the rent money or of the eventual sale of the property, it can cause conflict and it can drag out the process. The third option is to sell the home. And for most families, this turns out to be the most practical and stress-free choice. Selling the home provides a clean resolution. The debts and taxes all can be paid. The remaining funds can fairly be distributed amongst everybody, and everyone can now move forward. It also removes the burden of ongoing expenses, and it reduces the risk of any family disputes. In fact, many families find that selling not only helps financially, but also provides a sense of emotional closure, which is often just as important. If you decide to sell the estate home, here are the basic steps you're going to need to follow. Get the property valued or appraised so you know what it's worth. You can accomplish this by contacting a real estate agent or hiring a professional real estate appraiser. The court, during your probate process, will assign a probate referee to assess the value of the home. But this is not an accurate valuation. The probate referee doesn't take into consideration any material facts, like the condition of the home, or if the deceased passed away in the home. The probate referee doesn't even access the interior of the home or walk the property. So you can't rely on this for accuracy. A licensed real estate appraiser is the best way to go, but there's an upfront cost that's associated with that service. So I suggest you contact a few realtors, interview each one to determine who actually has probate real estate experience, and then ask for that agent to evaluate the property for you. Step 2, you'll need to confirm any court requirements that are in your state. Some probates require approval before a sale. In California, there are 2 ways to go. Limited authority, that's when the court has all the control and all the power, or full authority, where you have all the control and the power. But either way, you still need to be approved as either the executor or the administrator first, and you must be issued your certified letters. Now, step 3, you can prepare the home for sale. Often that means giving it a good cleaning, maybe a few minor repairs, and making sure the property is secure and maintained. And step 4, remember that real estate agent you asked to value the home? Well, now you hire that agent who you've already learned they have experience with probate. You already know they know the process. And this is very important because probate sales have a few extra steps compared to normal sales. And that agent can guide you through it smoothly. And the wrong agent can cause problems that you wouldn't wish upon your worst enemy. With the right help, selling a probate home doesn't have to be complicated. It can actually be a straightforward and stress-free process. Now, I want to share a few common mistakes that I see families make when it comes to probate real estate. First, waiting too long to make decisions. This can drag out the process and add unneeded stress. Next, neglecting the property. Things like skipped maintenance or unpaid utilities can reduce the value. Third, trying to handle everything alone. Probate has moving parts, and working with professionals can save you time, money, and headaches. I know this process can feel overwhelming, but remember, you don't have to go through it alone. If you have any questions about what to do with a probate property, or you simply need guidance on selling a house that's in probate, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'd be glad to help you. You can book a free consultation with me by using the link that's in the video description below. Or you can find the same link on the home page to this channel. I've also created a free probate real estate resource guide that you can download using the link below in the description as well. It goes into more detail about each step involved regarding selling real estate that's going through probate. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more probate real estate tips. And share this video with your family members or maybe someone else who's dealing with probate right now. In our next video, we'll discuss how marketing to the wrong audience can cost you tens of thousands of dollars without you even knowing it. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And remember that together, we can make this journey a little easier for you. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.